So we're at 29 health here. And we have jjAwA Prime to clear the board. There's a beautiful entrance. Great soundtrack, great animations there for jjAwA Prime. I love it. So here's the question. How can I lose this game? How can I throw this game? Well, there's a card. And I'm about to get 2 copies of it. Lord jjAxis. Now, I'm a big fan of jjAxis. I love the hero, the mechanics behind it, the weapon, the summoning of the demons. The emotes are great. Any excuse to play jjAxis, I'm all over it. So here we go.
You face jjAxis, Eredar Lord of the Burning Legion.
You face jjAxis, Eredar Lord of the Burning Legion. And I won't attempt to do the laugh, I simply cannot do it justice.
I am running out of cards.
But,
I am out of cards.
it is the losing play. Because I've just essentially halved my health total. And my opponent makes the right play. They play Rustwix. I should have played Rustwix. And not jjAxis. Because we're heading into fatigue. And if I'd played Rustwix, we could shuffle primes into the deck, avoid fatigue. And we would be at a better health total. So whilst summoning, you know, the Inferno is great. Whilst attacking face with this weapon is great. Whilst emoting as jjAxis is great. We lose the game. But do you know what? It was all worth it. I'm happy with this. I had an opportunity to play jjAxis. We can play him again, but we're still going to die. Because our opponent will still have a board that we can't deal with. If only I'd played the Rustwix.
Servants of the Black Harvest.
And then I could have Twisting Nethered. Rather than playing jjAxis. But let's go out in style here. Throw our face into an opponent's minion. And kill ourselves with jjAxis. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what deck am I playing today? I am playing FC Boogax's Rustwix Warlock. So, FC Boogax is a good friend of mine. He is somebody that cheers me up. He is somebody that has made me really enjoy playing standard mode over the last couple of weeks. He is somebody that sends me great off-meta decks to play. He is somebody that teaches me how to play those decks. I'm very thankful to him. So this deck right here is a Rustwix Warlock. What is the prime purpose of the deck, you ask? It's simple. Play as many copies of Rustwix as you can, shuffle as many prime minions into your deck as you can, sit back and simply have fun, watch those fireworks as those prime minions go to work. So in the deck you have philosophy, so you can copy Rustwix. You also have Canthred Prime, so you can resummon Rustwix. So, you know, different ways there of getting multiple copies of Rustwix. Twisted Knowledge, also in this deck, can find you Rustwix too. Twisted Knowledge can find you Twisting Nether. Twisted Knowledge can find you Takatus. Twisted Knowledge, for me, has been really fun to play. This deck has a little bit of healing in it through the soul shards. It's also got double Twisting Nether in situations that warrant it. So I love this deck. It is so much fun and it can win games. It's a bit greedy, yes. Also, please note, these games were recorded before the change to Hysteria was made. Okay, so that is just worth noting. But let's sit back, let's chill out, let's have some fun now with Rustwix Warlock. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun playing these games.
All eyes shall be open.
Starting out against a rogue. Okay. We have the quest in this deck. Now, the quest is pertinent because once it is completed, and you have double plot twist to help you complete the quest, once it is completed, you can then start drawing cards that cost 0. Drawing prime minions that cost 0 is incredibly relevant, by the way. So,
I smell blood.
okay, so against the rogue, this is an aggressive opponent. We need to survive. That is the key strategy here. We have multiple tools to help us survive. We've just got to manage our resources correctly. Soul Shear, School Spirits, both of those are going to be super helpful. I want the opponent to commit more to the board before I commit my AoE. Now, Self-Sharpening Sword is a problem. We don't have weapon destruction in the deck. So whilst we can clear his board, we cannot protect our face from the weapon damage unless we play taunts. And we do have a taunt in hand, but it's a few turns away. Okay. Opponent didn't commit any more minions to the board. May as well have dealt with that minion then. That's fine. Okay, School Spirits looking good. Ha ha. Okay. We're going to float 1 mana, but it's okay. Now, I'm a massive fan of the Broodmother in this deck. Philosophy, copying a Broodmother can also be relevant because it just gives you another taunt that you can put down on the board. Or you could Philosophy, copy a Broodmother, plot twist, and then you've got an extra Broodmother that you can draw that can heal you. And the healing from the Broodmother, by the way, can just be very, very relevant. It's 4 health healing. That can just help you survive a little bit longer against an aggressive opponent, then allowing you to stabilize. So yes, big fan of Broodmother in this deck. Here's Philosophy. And I think I just do it. I think we take a second Broodmother. And now we look for healing. So can we get those Broodmothers again, please? Yes, we can. Fantastic. Still not feeling especially safe against this rogue. Our health is still pretty low. That's another 6 to the face, another 2 to the face, down to 10. Ouch. Still a long way off completing that quest. Wow, even daring to eviscerate our face. Additional 4. Okay, bit of healing. This is good news. This is very good news. Back to 10. Okay. Right, he's got to... They've got to work their way through that taunt. Alright, that saved just 6 damage to the face. I'll take it. Can we get the other Broodmother? Yes, we can. Very timely pickup. We just play it. But yes, these taunts are saving my life here, and you probably can see how this deck can struggle against hyper-aggressive opponents. Hyper-aggressive opponents that can just deal too much damage too quickly. But in this case, we outlasted them. Fantastic. Alright, next game. And going up against a Warlock. Now, the mirror matchup is quite fun. Where they play Rustwix as well. It really is quite fun. It then comes down to prime cards and the RNG of the prime cards. I enjoy that kind of thing. Some of you may not, but I do. Looking at this hand, Twisted Knowledge, always curious to see what that will give me. Philosophy and Rustwix also going to be pertinent. Now, there are different Rustwix decks out there. There's this version that I'm playing with the Quest, and looking at the Quest version of the deck, there are different variants within that. The more greedy versions, there are the faster versions that draw more, there's the versions that have more healing and armor gain, good against aggro.
There is so much untapped power.
But there are also the versions that play Tikhatus and Yashraj, and those are that's the scariest version to go up against. Because Tikhatus getting rid of your Rustwix, Tikhatus getting rid of your Canna Thread Prime, that's scary. That is really, really scary. So I'm taking the opportunity here to copy my Rustwix. Twisted Knowledge or tap? I probably should have tapped first, so ordering misplay on my part. I was just so eager to copy the Rustwix. I mean, it's you just look at the value that you're going to get from that, and it's pretty insane. Right. Oh, Kotsty the Pro joining us. Good friend of mine. He is my Hearthstone coach, by the way, for those of you that don't know. Kotsty pops up in my videos from time to time. Always super positive and always encouraging me. Always spotting things that I miss. So he's got a great attention to detail.
I will act as your skill.
And we'll come up with creative plays that I miss too. Okay. Here we go. So, Galacrond. Interesting. And he's played the Kronks already. That means turn 7 Galacrond, but it won't be fully charged up, so maybe not.
Get off my track!
If they're playing Galacrond, we could expect Tikhatus, possibly. And Yashraj. Now, I'm going to great lengths to clear this board, because I wanted to guarantee getting rid of Kronks. So was that even the correct play? That was a massive investment, an over-investment of resources. Was it correct? Just to clear the board. I guess we shall see. Oh boy. That's a Seamat. And he's got bloody Wind Fury. My face is going to feel that. That is 12 damage coming. And I can't clear it. Well, I could... I don't know. What can I draw here that can help me? That's not going to help me. Well, I could draw something else that could help me, but what can I draw that can help me? Twisted Knowledge? Oh, okay. But I'm not going to find anything for 2 mana. I should have played Twisted Knowledge first, right? So that's another ordering misplay. Consti says he would have played Twisted Knowledge and hoped for Siphon Soul. Yeah, Consti's right as usual. I should have played the Twisted Knowledge first to see what I'd get. And then I could have looked at other options. Are we dead? There it is! Tikatus! What do we lose? That's fine. Okay, sure. Fine. That wasn't too bad. We're not dead. This is good news. This is very good news. He didn't have any additional damage that could have killed me. So, Hysteria. If we cast Hysteria on Tikatus, what does that do? If we cast it on Siamat, what does that do? It attacks minions until it dies. So, if we put it on Tikatus and it hits Siamat twice, they both die, but Tikatus can't hit my minion?
This wasn't on the map.
Alright. We have no choice. Twisting Nether, we have to do it. We're just about hanging on here with this low health total. And I'm waiting for Yashraj. That's going to be the scary bit, because then they play Tikatus again. Interesting play, that. Huh. Injured his own minion, sure. Okay. What do we do here? Can we get a taunt back? Oh no, we don't. We only get the Rustwix. But we can kill the Rustwix and gain some health. It's a demon. So, with the Canrathed Prime, you do have to remember what demons have died in the game.
Twisted.
Oh boy. Okay, what do we lose now? Fine. I wanted that. That's fine. Okay. Sure. Hey, not too bad.
I know a soul when I smell it.
Okay, we're still hanging in there. Still have a Twisting Nether we can draw. Twisting Nether, by the way, is so great in situations such as this, where your opponent's just playing big stuff.
No one tried this rusty but me.
Full fire!
I know you may look at it and you may think, oh, it costs 8, it's incredibly expensive. When something that costs 4, like Cascading Disaster, can still clear a board sometimes. But for me, running Twisting Nether, it just makes me feel safe somehow. It's hard to describe, and they play Rustwix as well. So Tikatus, Yashraj, and Rustwix in their deck. I like it a lot. Alright, so what is the play here? Keeping in mind our health total.
Servants of the Black Harvest!
Well, that's pretty good. Okay, board is clear. So opting for the Hysteria there and not playing Philosophy. At least their side of the board is clear. We have initiative. This is good for us. We still haven't completed the quest yet. It's worth noting.
Bones of the fallen. Perfect.
Right, another wide board incoming perhaps. Alright, goodbye board. But we're getting some pretty amazing prime value now. We just need to complete that bloody quest and start drawing zero cost prime cards. That's the objective. Philosophy. Do we want to do it on this Counter Thread Prime? Or do we want to do it on our healing demon that's in hand? Yeah. Yeah. Let's just get 2 copies of that lovely 3-cost demon that's going to heal us and carry us to victory, he says. Yeah, the Minari Mosha. Great name. Oh, goodbye board. But hello Prime Minions. Oh wow, they got Rustwix from Twisted Knowledge. Very lucky. Okay, we have no demons on board now, so we can't heal. That's really annoying. I was hoping at least one would stick and then I could heal myself. That's so annoying. Okay. Tap. I feel okay at 6. Particularly with a board full of Murlocs to help protect me. These Murlocs are defending me. They are my guardians here. I would have liked a Murloc with Taunt though. That would have been pretty cool.
Sangomar strains, the reservoir remains.
Oh boy. Well, that's card draw for them. And there's spell damage, but I assume I'm still safe? Alright, still safe. Oh, okay. Kind of safe. We have 1 Murloc left. McGurgle Prime survives.
I have eternity to reach.
Yes, as you would expect. Consti has spotted it. So we're still on the back foot. Opponent is putting out pressure constantly. Oh. Oh, that's fine. There are no lackeys. That's absolutely fine. And oh look! Finally! Quest completion. Solarian Prime. If only we could have tapped into that at 0 cost, it would have been great. What is the best way to clear the board? Do we put our faith in a demon? I think we do. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's healing. That's good. That's good. That's meh. Wait, you already cast that. Oh, that's very good. That is excellent. Okay. Vaporize. Cast twice. I would have thought Solarian Prime would have been a bit more intelligent when casting these beneficial spells and would recognise that it's cast something once and can't cast it a second time. So yes, Consti, whilst double vaporize is cool, it just doesn't work. I wish it would stack. When cast by the Prime, I wish secrets would stack, so once the first copy of Vaporize is used up, the second copy comes into play for the next minion. Do we get charging Murlocs? Yes, we do. Very nice. So we are trying to bait out a Twisting Nether here.
Bones of the fallen. Perfect.
That's not Twisting Nether. Oh, okay. What demons do you get? Oh, you get one with Taunt. That's annoying. But here comes our healing. Very nice. Alright, now I feel comfortable. At 22, I feel very safe. Oh look, more healing. So, is there any kind of lethal here? I don't think so. No demons on board to give +3 attack to. So, do we just have to start trading? I think we do. Oh, that's useful. Wow. Wow.
Congratulations.
I'll take that. We outlasted them. Right, next game is against Paladin. With a great name, Crazy Mage. I like that name. So, happy to keep this. If it's Libram Paladin playing Feste at school, they play those 1-drops. These spells can deal with them. Murloc Paladin has been seeing a resurgence on the ladder as well on Standard. Particularly with Tip the Scales doing some good work for them. But a very slow start from our opponent. Maybe they just don't have any Librams in hand. Is it Libram or is it Libram? I have no idea which it is. And whenever I pronounce it, I feel like I'm embarrassing myself by saying it wrong. Alright, 2 demons please. No? Okay. That's healing. Wow, very slow. What are they keeping in their hand? What do they not want to play? We may as well just kill both of those off. On the off chance that it is Libram Paladin, at least they don't have a body on board they can buff and then hit face with.
Reporting for duty.
Wow, another slow turn. Surely we can take advantage of this. Okay, beautiful corruption effects there.
Free of that blasted tower.
What the hell is that? That's a Vargoth. When I see Vargoth, I think Wild Mode, I think Big Priest, and I think Behold. Wait a minute. Turn 7.
I know a soul when I smell it.
Yeah. They're going to be summoning big stuff onto the board.
Feast.
Yeah, we need to kill Vargoth. Because what is coming now, surely, that was a setup for this turn. Commencement, of course. And both of those are pretty scary. But the Death Rattle in particular is concerning. So how do you clear it efficiently?
There is so much untapped power in this world.
I kind of have no idea what I'm doing now. I've seen those two big threats, and I'm kind of scared.
Of course it's the right
So I'm just playing stuff. I'm just playing stuff because I don't know what to do. Oh dear. I'm also waiting for a Hysteria turn.
Such a fate.
A good Hysteria turn where I can target one of their big minions and have it wipe out their own board. But my face is being wiped out at the moment. Oh, that's helpful. Again, that death rattle
This wasn't on the map.
is going to be frustrating, potentially.
The nose knows.
But let's pop it. Let's see what comes out. Ooh, stealth. That's nasty. 14 health on board, so we've got to find a way to deal with this. We may just have to play Dark Skies, both of them. Or one Dark Skies, and yeah, one is all we need here. That's fine. Once again, we find ourselves at a very low health total. Similar to the previous games, but we can recover. That's the key thing here, we can recover. We have all of these tools in our hand. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. You've just shuffled 3 prime cards into my deck. I thank you for it. But Scrapyard Colossus on the board. That's a lot of damage to my face. Alright. So, let's see what we get. Okay. We get the taunt, but hopefully they don't have a way of neutralizing my taunt and then pushing damage face. That's scary. I bet one of those secrets is Noble Sacrifice. It always is, right? When you need to be able to attack with your minions to clear the board, it's always Noble Sacrifice that gets in the way and stops one of your trades from happening and then screws up your entire plan. Tap, draw a card, make it cost 0. Oh, that's nice. That's helpful.
Servants of the Black Heart.
Alright. Okay, 2 taunts. Very, very good. I am going to test for this. It's not Noble Sack. Wow. Got lucky there. Well, I've just wasted a minion. And actually I've wasted 2 minions. I could have value traded with Canrathed Prime there. I could have value traded. But whatever.
Put your faith in the
Oh my god. Put your faith in the light. And this is Tyrion. Played naturally in the deck. I've not seen that for a while. Very exciting. Okay, Cascading Disaster. clears the whole board. Of course. And what do we get? Okay, sure. Oh, and it's never surrender. Right, of course, of course. That's helpful. Shadow Flame, pretty good. Zazaraku! One of my favourite cards. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, nice secrets. Good taunts. Very nice. Looks like we win the game. So despite going down to a low health total, we can fight back with this deck. We can make a significant late game comeback. We just need to get the value on the Canrathed primes. And we need to draw those other prime cards, those other prime minions. Still can't get to my face with your weapon. Alright, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is game over. I really would have loved for an opportunity to play Zazaraku in this. But it's not to be. Question is, how do we want to end this? Well, Zixor Prime, why not? And Shadow Flame, sure.
They give themselves to me.
That was a really, really fun game. Wow. Okay. Next game, ladies and gentlemen, is looking at a different version of the deck. Against the Demon Hunter, playing Vectus. So Vectus here picking up the Death Rattles from Rustwix and Kartup Defender. I value the healing here, so it's pretty good. Killing off our own minion. So this version of the deck specialises more in healing, and it also has armor gain as well. And that is great against aggro. It's great against Demon Hunters in particular.
They're not trapped. They're my friends.
And this is a version of the deck that I found browsing Twitter on Raven's Twitter feed. Raven, of course, being a very popular Hearthstone caster, commentator that you see at tournaments. And this is what I found on his Twitter feed, this version of the deck. And the Demon Hunter now top decking. And we could just make our comeback.
Sangomar strain. The reservoir remains.
Sure.
Nothing as it
So hopefully we can get some healing here. To draw the other brood mother. Yep, there she is.
nothing as it seems.
Kartup Defender, healing. Oh! Let's just do it! See what happens. What do we get? That's good. Oh, and that's just lethal. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Very unexpected there. Getting that kind of lethal. Clearly our RNG with Solarian Prime is good. So, ladies and gentlemen, two decks featured in this video. Primarily the FC Boogax Rustwix deck on the left-hand side, in which you saw, I think, 4 different games. And then we finished off with the Raven deck, as I call it, because I stole it from his Twitter feed. Which deck do I prefer? Well, the Raven Rustwix deck is better in terms of surviving against aggro in those first few turns with Armor Vendor, with the Kartuk Defenders. Those 2 cards in particular are excellent for helping your survival. The Raven deck is also good when it comes to drawing through your deck a little bit quicker because you have Tour Guide in the deck. You have Sense Demons as well. So a bit of a faster deck. And of course you have Vectors. Vectors can pick up the Rustwix Death Rattle. It can also pick up the Kartuk Defender Death Rattles. And you may say, well, that ruins it because you want Rustwix, surely, as the Death Rattles that are picked up. But Kartuk Defenders healing you can just save you and win you the game against aggro. So that's very important to keep in mind. But now thinking back to the FC Boogax deck on the left-hand side, double Twisting Nether for those situations where it is warranted. And believe me, there are situations where it is warranted, where the Cascading Disaster is not enough. You need a full-on board clear with Twisting Nether. The FC Boogax deck, of course, also runs Twisted Knowledge, and I've said this before in the video, I'm a big fan of this card. It has found me solutions to problems. It has found me a Rustwix. It has found me a Twisting Nether. It has found me Tikatus. So I've had good RNG with it. If you don't get along with Twisted Knowledge, then maybe it's something that you don't want to run. But for me, it's worked out very, very well. So obviously Hysteria was changed, where now you can only target enemy minions with it. I think it's still a very good card. I mean, a lot of the times that I use Hysteria, I'm often targeting a big enemy minion that's just sitting there and it wipes out their entire board. I find myself having targeted my minions less pre-nerf to the card, or pre-change to the card. So I'm still happy to run Hysteria. I still think it's massively valuable. I guess the benefit of Hysteria also is ensuring that you can kill off your own Rustwix before it gets polymorphed, before it gets modified in some way or silenced. You can try to ensure that it just gets killed off because you want the primes shuffled into your deck. That is your key priority. And in terms of those prime cards, Solarian Prime has worked wonders for me, as you've seen in this video, just finding lethal for me. The Reliquary Prime, that's the priest one with the healing, that has got me out of various situations where my health has been so low, and the moment you play that, the opponent can't target it with spells or hero power, so they've got to trade minions into it. Your health goes right back up, and you are back into the game. McGurgle Prime with charging Murlocs if they're summoned can also work wonders in terms of going face for lethal or trading on the board. And Kargath Prime for the armor gain has been absolutely tremendous to help you survive. So those prime cards are my favourites and the ones that I have found most useful. But there's a couple of prime cards that don't do very much for me. Akuma Prime, which is permanently stealthed, doesn't seem to have any tremendous immediate impact for me on the board. It may trade into an enemy minion and then it's just dead. But that's it. And the other one that doesn't do much for me is the, I'm going to mispronounce this, is the Lady Vash Prime. So it's the spell damage Prime, Battle Cry, draw 3 spells, reduce their cost by 3. What I've found is in the late stages of the game, I have lots of cards in hand, and drawing 3 cards at that point is not good for me, not just in terms of fatigue, but not having the hand size to draw those cards, and then you overdraw. So, yeah, she is not a prime card that I'm too keen on. But for the most part, the prime minions do help you in games, and they are just really, really fun to play. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to try out either of these decks and tell me what you think of them, you can leave comments in the comments section below. FC Boogax can answer questions about his deck on the left-hand side. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I've had so much fun playing Rustwix. Probably my favourite card to come out of the Darkmoon Faire mini set that was recently released. Still got to explore more cards in that set, and in fact my next video is going to feature, well, Clown Control Shaman. And that is a deck recommended to me by none other than FC Boogax. Yes, there's FC Boogax giving me all of those awesome off-meta decks. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and be good to one another. And I'll see you all again very soon for more Hearthstone fun.